You're on 100.3 FM at the Sounds of Macarthur. Craig Bryant with you for the Aussie Collection Show. It's now time for this week's guest for Acoustics in the Room, and this week we have the talented Arna Georgia. Welcome to the show.
Hi, how you going?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Thanks so much for coming in.
Oh, thanks for having me.
And so if there's people listening who are unfamiliar with you, can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So I started off in music theatre. I'm from Sydney to begin with, so I'm from the city, always listened to country music, started doing music theatre and kind of thought it wasn't for me. So about 2 years ago, I switched to playing country, picked up a guitar, started taking it seriously and, never looked back ever since.
Well, we're glad you did. So. And so since you've been born, have you always wanted to be a performer?
I went through a few stages, the usual kid kind of wanting to be a teacher and doctor and travel agent at one point. But I was about 11 or 12 when I started in drama. Actually, I hated singing when I first started it. But I loved being on stage. And then it kind of evolved from there. And I was about 18 when I started singing and fell in love with it.
And when you were growing up, who inspired you musically?
Well, I did first listen to Billy Ray Cyrus, I'm not going to lie.
Everybody did, I think.
I know. It was the mullet, I think. I listened to a lot of that. And then I was listening to like a lot of Tim McGraw and Reba McEntire when I first started. And then I started delving into the Carter family, Hank Williams, Johnny Cash and all of that really old school traditional country.
That's the good stuff, the traditional.
That's it. I'm very glad I found it.
Well, I'd love to hear a live song.
Yeah,
what are you going to play first?
I might start off with the first single that I released off my EP. This one's called Midnight Carousel, and I wrote it with Catherine Britt, so that was a lot of fun. So I'll just kick it off.
Take it away.
Well, I spent 30 minutes on an outbound train trying to leave your ghost behind. And I sipped on a flask of whiskey dry as the train rolled down the line. But the days I lost and the pennies it cost weren't enough to numb me down, because lonely found me on the other side of town. Well, I spent 2 weeks in a brand new city to drive down different roads, and I kissed a lot of strangers' lips to forget the ones I've known. Hey, but it don't matter who I met, 'cause they never had your eyes. And I guess I'm not getting any better at saying goodbye. Fare thee well to old San Susie, on your shores I never shall dwell. And I'm not young, but not quite ready to stop riding on that midnight carousel. Well, sometimes the road less traveled is the one that takes you home, and you never know how good you've got it till what you've got is gone. Well, I need to try it for myself. I'm gonna make my own mistakes. No one learns from what other people say. Hey, and it might take a year or two to finally settle down, but sometimes getting lost's the only way to being found. Well, I get to know this heartache as an old forgotten friend. If only I could do it all again. Fare thee well to old San Susie, on your shores I never shall dwell. And I'm not young, but not quite ready to stop riding on that midnight carousel. Fare thee well to old San Susie, well, on your shores I never shall dwell. And I'm not young, but not quite ready to stop riding on that midnight carousel. No, I can't stop riding on that midnight carousel.
Arna Georgia there on 100.3. That was awesome.
Thank you.
I bet it was fun riding with Catherine Britt.
It was a lot of fun, yeah.
She looks like a fun person to write with.
Yeah, we definitely had a great time writing.
And in 2016, you graduated from CMAA, Academy of Country Music. How was that?
That was so good. That was like the best 2 weeks of my life. One of the best 2 weeks. It was just great, being in a room with such inspiring people all the time, like the students and the teachers. Everyone was so supportive and so inspiring just to listen to, everyone's different stories. It just, it was life-changing.
And you make a lot of good friendships too.
Definitely, a lot of good friendships.
Some that you could write with in the future too.
That's it, and all of us are still in touch today. Like, we're all still, even if we have to write over Skype or anything, we're all still writing and going to each other's gigs. So, it was really nice.
And you even performed in the US? How was that?
I spent 5 weeks in Texas and Nashville last year and performed at Americana Fest, and it was so much fun. Again, it was just being around like-minded people, and you could go out every night and watch a different artist, and it was just inspiring. I'm
hoping to go to Nashville one day. Still have never been.
You have to go. It's amazing. And you have to go to Texas as well.
Yeah.
That was, so cool.
That would be cool. And so when you're writing music, where does that inspiration come from?
It's different every time. There's a lot of times that I'll write a song and start it and kind of maybe go back to it or whatnot, and afterwards I'll figure out, that came from that experience. And then there's sometimes someone will say a line or something will happen and immediately something comes up and I'm like, I have to write this down now and finish it. So it's different every time.
And you have released your debut album. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so I released it a couple of months ago and produced it with Bill Chambers. We just really wanted to get a raw traditional sound in it, which I think we did. So I'm really proud of that. Worked with a whole bunch of amazing musicians, a lot of fiddle in there. And we really just wanted to keep that organic country sound.
Well, I say to you off air that I couldn't pick a favourite song because they're all so good, but
That's
I ended up... And so where can people go to get there?
So you can grab hard copies on my website. It's just www.arnageorgia.com, and you can order a hard copy there. Otherwise, you can get it on iTunes and Google Play, so you can purchase it online as well. And
I do encourage everyone listening to go and grab a copy.
Thank you.
Is it awesome?
Thank you.
And so do you have any gigs that are coming up?
I am travelling. I'm with Amber Lawrence and Travis Collins at the moment on their tour, supporting them. So we head to Queensland, which is a little bit far, but we're in New South Wales at the beginning of November. So we're in Young November 3rd, and then we're in at the Oaks Hotel in Illawarra on November 4th. So, they're our closest gigs. I'm in Yass this weekend with Bill Chambers, doing a bit of touring with him, and then we head to the US next month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bet it's fun with Travis Collins and Emma Lawrence.
It is a lot of fun. Yeah, definitely.
And what's the best way for people to contact you? So
you can contact me via my website as well. So again, arnageorgia.com. There's a little contact form on there. And you can also, I've got a Arna Georgia Facebook page and Instagram and YouTube. So you can definitely contact me through all the social media. And I'll put a link on my Facebook page as well. Awesome. Thank you so much. We'd love to hear another live track. No worries. What are you going to play now? I'll play another song off the EP. This one's Flying. And wrote it about my sister. You taught me all about forgiveness, and I learned a lot about this world. You taught me all about mistakes that people make. I know it's easier to make them when you're hurt. Well, I learned that smiling in a photo, well, it don't always mean a thing. And I learned that sometimes people change, and when they change, a part of them just don't change back again. And well, I know that it's been hard, but you gotta know that I ain't lying. 'Cause even when you were falling down, well, to me it always looked like you were flying. Everybody has a story, and some are hard to understand. Well, I'm so glad that you were there to teach me that even sinners need a soft place to land. Well, I know that it's been hard, but you gotta know that I ain't lying. 'Cause even when you were falling down, well, to me it always looked like you were flying. And well, I know that it's been hard, but you gotta know that I ain't lying. 'Cause even when you were falling down, well, to me it always looked like you were flying. Yeah, to me it always looked like you were flying.
Arna, Georgia there on 100.3. What a huge talent.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
And do you think we can finish with one more?
We sure can.
Love to hear another one.
This is the next single that's coming out very soon. This is Broken Single. Well, it's Saturday night, sitting on the sofa, wish this darn cat would move it on over, watching Bridget Jones once again. Well, I'm sitting here all alone, ain't nobody calling my phone, I ain't got no money to my name. Well, there's no boy at my front door holding roses, and I got no money in the bank. Well, paycheck comes in, paycheck goes out, I think you know what I'm talking about. I ain't got nothing to show for the money that I make. I got cheap wine, nice clothes, we all know how that goes. And I ain't got time to mingle, that's why I'm broken single. Yeah. Well, I work hard every day, I don't know another way. I try to be the girl that you can take home to your mom, but the bills keep weighing me down, there's no one else around, and I can't figure out what I've done wrong. Well, I got my dreams and no one's taking them away, but I got no money in the bank. Well, paycheck comes in, paycheck goes out, I think you know what I'm talking about. I ain't got nothing to show for the money that I make. I got cheap wine, nice clothes, we all know how that goes. And I ain't got time to mingle, that's why I'm broken single. Yeah, that's why I'm broken single.
Arna, Georgia there, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.